Hello and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is a daily reading for all signs for August 2nd, 2019. It's a reading for the collective, so it may not resonate with everyone, or it might just resonate with one of you. But if it does, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. And also leave me a message or a comment on how this resonates in your lives. All right, so Spirit, please tell us what we need to know for August 2nd, 2019. Ooh, we have got my cards flying all over the place. All right, so what do we need to know for August 2nd, 2019? Again, if you hear any weird noises in the background, I do have some very noisy neighbors, and I do also have the bird in the background who just doesn't want to be quiet today, so I'm just going to push through this reading. If you guys hear some squawking in the background, remember it's the natural world, you know, Jurassic Park over here. All right, so Spirit, please tell us what we need to know for August 2nd, 2019. Let's go ahead and get these cards cut. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling this kind of a weird energy at the moment. All right, so we've got the Empress coming out. We have the Strength. There's our Leo card in reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We also have the Four of Swords. We've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. We've got the Queen of Swords, Four of Cups in reverse. And we've also got the Magician. Very, very, very nice. So first thing off the bat, I just want you to notice that we do have two infinity symbols coming out here on the Strength and the Magician. This is what, it's a very awesome vocabulary word. It's called a lemniscate. And the lemniscate is that sort of infinite possibility and also this connection with the divine. So here in the overall energy, we've got the Eight of Swords coming out. And the Eight of Swords is air energy. It's Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. And you can see that this woman, she has tied herself up in knots. You know, she's kind of stuck in this position. She's all tied up. She's got a blindfold over her eyes, and it looks like she's in this very precarious position with all of these sharp swords around her. Remember, swords represent the intellect, and they also represent communication. And really, if she were to take the blindfold off, she would be able to see that she's just fine. So this is really this sort of self-defeating talk. And again, I feel like this reading is a continuation of all of the readings this week about, you know, making sure that you are communicating with your guides, you're communicating with the universe, and how you do that is by, you know, by saying things out loud, writing them down, speaking your intentions. That's so important, you guys. But it's also all about, you know, how you talk to yourself. And this is that negative self-talk. This is you tying yourself up in knots, creating anxiety, sort of creating this nervousness and this angst. And we don't even know what's real or what's not real. And we're getting the Seven of Cups coming out. So I'm getting that, you know, we really have to pay attention to, you know, what's grounded and what's real, and making sure we're not living in a fantasy world. Now, underneath this card, there's the Three of Cups, and this is all about celebration. This is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy, and this is all about partying. This is all about weddings. This is about birthdays. This is about just when friends and family, people who love each other, do get together, and it's positive reinforcement and it's collaboration. So it's very nice. So again, I'm getting another 3 coming out here. And this is with the Empress. So the Empress card, she is absolutely gorgeous. She is regal. She is abundance. She is the archetypal Mother Nature card. She is usually depicted as pregnant, as she is in this card, so full of creativity. She's married to the Emperor, so they're just this perfect pair. She's very sensual. She's got it all, and she's one of my very, very favorite cards in the tarot. She is being clarified, though, by the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is all about, and the cups are never on the ground. They're always higher up than the person who's looking at them. And inside these cups, we have all of these really weird images. And so again, it resonates with this Eight of Cups, even though this isn't the Nine of Swords, which is all about nightmares and that sort of thing, but it is kind of nightmarish. It's about seeing what's real. You might be going through a situation. I'm getting the Empress as you, that you're very comfortable in your position or in your business or in your love life. Okay, but you're up against something that's really confusing you, and you feel like, you just want to step off the crazy train, or you want to step off the merry-go-round, or you want to get out of the fun house or the house of mirrors because you're getting overwhelmed and emotionally overwhelmed. There are a lot of choices here in the Seven of Cups, and they're all just kind of weird. So if you look, we've got this weird dragon. We've got a tower, we've got a snake, we've just got all of this sort of weirdness staring at us and floating up above us. And we just kind of need to make a decision or be able to see things clearly. The next card coming out is our Leo card, is the Strength card, and it's all about personal strength, inner strength. This lion has been terrorizing the town, and the maiden, nobody knows how to deal with it. The maiden just rolls her sleeves up, comes out and shuts the lion's mouth. In this card, though, in this deck, it's a little bit different, and the lion was stuck in a trap or had hurt himself, and she's come and she's just pulled the thorn or the, whatever was in his paw. And he's really thankful and he's really blessed that she's been able to do it, because everyone else was afraid of him. So this is all about finding your inner strength to do what you need to do, okay, for others and for yourself. In the reverse, it could be that, you're not stepping into your power. It could also be that this situation here, even though you feel like you've got all of this creativity and you're in this sort of lovely, wonderful position, and maybe, all throughout July and the eclipse season and retrograde season, you were doing all of this inner work and you felt like, boom, as soon as Mercury goes direct, I'm going to, shoot out of the gates, but you still feel a bit confused here and you feel like maybe you can't do it. And there's that negative self-talk, and you may feel like you've lost your gusto, you've lost your self-confidence. And this is really important, because remember that when Mercury goes direct and comes out of retrograde, it's not an overnight process. It will have a shadow period, and oftentimes it is until the next full moon. So it's not like boom, wham, bam, everything's done, everything's great. But it's going to require a little bit of endurance and a little bit of, fortitude, internal fortitude on your part, to manifest everything that you've been working on. But I get that this is coming. So clarifying the Strength card, we have the Queen of Swords, which is more, again, the Strength card is Leo, and the Queen of Swords is Aries, Libra, and Gemini, and she's usually our sorrowful queen. She is someone who's been through a lot. She's someone who guards her heart very closely. She's somebody who thinks with her head, not with her heart. So she's not overly emotional. She can be a little bit black and white. But she is, she's very cerebral and she makes very good decisions, and the truth is what concerns her. She holds this giant sword in protection of her heart because she has usually been hurt in the past. So that may be the reason why you're feeling a little bit confused, or it may say, it's time to get out of this sort of emotional roller coaster and this emotional fun house, because it really hasn't done much for your self-esteem and your self-care, and you're feeling a bit tied up and a little bit in knots. So you're going to have to really employ and diffuse this this Queen of Swords energy into your being, and you're going to have to dig down deep and do the hard work. The Eight of Pentacles, this is my Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn card, and this is all about doing steady, hard work and not giving up and just continuing on. And it has to be work that is also satisfying for you. So this is not focusing on the end game, but it's focusing on your daily tasks. And that's going to be really important. So, put your head down. Remember, you have to enjoy the journey, not necessarily be completely focused on the destination. And it really has to be rewarding for you. So the Four of Cups is clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. So we do have more emotional energy, this water energy of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And here you can see he's really brooding. He has this one cup that's full. He does have this one other really big, huge, beautiful cup, okay, that looks like, oh my goodness, that it's on this shelf. It's not exactly the same, but it is so intricate, and that means it's very developed. And it's standing here on its bookshelf. He's not really able to see this cup, and that's one of the blessings that he's being offered, and he can't really see it. He's ruminating over these two empty cups and not sure he wants what's in this full cup. So in reverse, and excuse my language, it's sort of like pulling your head out of your ass. This is luxury. If we look at the background, he's in his own study. He's got his feet up, his arms crossed, like he's the boss. Nothing's really intimidating him. If anything, he's intimidating, and he's brooding, and he's kind of acting like this grumpy child. And he's got so many blessings and so much to be thankful for. In the reverse, he's coming out of that. He's really starting to perk up and say, you know what? I've got work to do. There's a lot of work for me to do. I've got to do it. All right, so let's get to it. And this really could be the beginning stages of Mercury going direct. That, as difficult as it may be, and everybody's complaining about Mercury retrograde, including myself, but it's over. So it's kind of now it's time to get yourself straight, come out of fantasy land. Okay, behave like the queen that you are, or behave like, this position of power. Get out of your emotions, and get out of this sort of sense of woe is me and poor me type attitude, because it's not doing much for your self-esteem. But and do the meaningful work that you need to do, and focus on what it is you have to do. Everything, whatever it might be, whatever task it is, whether it's healing, whether it's amassing an empire, whether it's having a successful relationship and family, you have to take things step by step and put the work into it. The next card coming out is another 4, so I'm getting that 4s are really important. And again, we have the 8, so that's 2 4s. And the 4 of Swords is about taking some time out and taking that rest before your next battle. So don't forget to take care of yourself. I'm really getting here, this is self-care. So if you've been losing sleep over this, if you've been putting in a lot of work, but you're just starting to feel really down, and I get that you're coming out of this nightmarish type, this sort of feel like where you feel like you're just, you're being drained by everything that's going on. Definitely do some self-care and take care of yourself. And let people know that, maybe, for a while, or for a day, or for a week, or, for, a couple hours, you need to be on your own to recharge your batteries. And communication is going to be key here, because this is also that alone time where you're going to plot, your world domination. And I say that jokingly, but there's a lot of potential here. You've got a lot. You are in a good position. I'm getting that, you're just getting a little sidetracked here, and it's sort of self-induced with this 8 of Swords energy. So this 4 of Swords is more Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini energy, and it's being clarified by the Magician. Number 1, Magician has all of the tools he needs to manifest. He's all about manifestation. And he's all about making things happen, and also communicating. So make sure that communications are clear, and that you're taking those steps, okay, including taking care of yourself to manifest your dreams and your goals at this time. All right, so I'm just going to pull a few fairy tarot cards for a little bit more clarification. Okay, the first card out is the 5 of Summer, which is the 5 of Cups. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So is that not what I was saying about the 7 of Cups in reverse? There are some frightening and weird things, and the 8 of Swords is you focusing on all of those fears and sort of exacerbating them. So it's really important, you guys, that you come, that you somehow take a break, get your head clear, because there's stuff to do. There's work to do. 8 of Summer. Very nice. Again, we have another 8 coming out, which are 2 4s. The desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on. choosing to make major life changes. Wow, excellent. I love this energy, and it's just confirmation here, doing that hard work. You might have to, you've been thinking about something, you've been ruminating over something, you really need to take care of yourself, and then you need to make your dreams happen. And that's a really big change. And you may have to leave something behind, whether it's something big, it's a major life decision, or it's leaving behind this energy, of the Seven of Cups, and the having low self-confidence, and the upside and the reverse Strength card, and acting like the Queen of Swords, because you guys, I get that is you as well. You have it in you. The next card out is the Five of Winter, the Five of Swords. Walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. Wow, you guys, so you need to walk away from someone or something. Something's not making you happy, and and we've just got a lot of synchronicity showing up here. We've got 2 4s, we've got loads of 8s, we also have 2 5s. All right, so really important numbers, you guys. And then we've got the King of Summer, honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted. Again, we've got 1, 2, 3 fairy cards coming out with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, which is all about emotion. It could also be about intuition. But a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. Wow. Okay, just wow, you guys. That's really, really nice energy coming out. I'm going to pull a few more cards. And the King of Summer is our King of Cups. He's the visionary, he's the musician, he's very creative, but he's got his emotions in check. He's not getting confused, he's not getting confused by the Seven of Cups energy. He's over it. He's over it. He's pulled himself together using that Queen of Swords energy. All right. Indecision, 8. So again, more confirmation coming out right on top of the 8 of Cups. I get that you've been really going back and forth about something, and now it's time to, put on your, your big boy and big girl pants, make that decision, because, this is a major life change, but not making a decision is making a decision, and it's not helping the Garden and the Gate. So there's a lot of opportunity around you. I get there are a lot of blessings, and you know what you need to do. Very, very, very nice energy, you guys. So there's a lot of hope here. I mean, this is a child. Look, there are 2 butterflies. Everything looks really beautiful. And there's this garden. Look, the Empress card. That's you. You are abundance. You are creativity. You can really make this happen. Spirit is saying you've been really indecisive, and it's been doing your head in. Quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. I love this energy, because we've got here where you're coming out of this sort of overthinking, over feeling, over emotion period, but you do need to take some quiet time out here to, plan, as I said, your world domination. I say that facetiously or jokingly, but I mean it. You've got so much potential here, and, you just need to get your head straight. And Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Very nice, you guys. Very, very, very nice energy. I'm going to just pull one more card here, and well, I always say one more card and then I pull like 3. I have to learn to stop saying how many cards I'm gonna pull because it always ends up making me a liar. All right, just don't get ahead of yourself. Okay, so the next card out here is choose a new direction. Wow. I mean, this reading is all about that. You've been really indecisive, but I think you know what direction you need to choose. You've just been sort of vacillating. You've been going back and forth about it. Look for a sign. Okay, look for a sign. So again, synchronicity is big in this reading. So pay attention to what the clocks are saying. Pay attention to signs. Pay attention also, I find that, to the radio. Ask your angels or your guides, for a message, and they usually give you one. And so try turning on the radio, see what song is playing. It's a great way to communicate, you guys, with your spirits and your guides. Okay, you're ready. Wow, very nice. All right, I'm going to leave it there with you guys. I think you know what you have to do. I know some of you have been on the fence about something, so it's, the time is now. But do make sure you're taking care of yourself and that you do a little bit of meditation to sort of plan your attack. And let's get out of this Eight of Swords energy and let's get on with with creating a new and beautiful existence. So thank you for listening. Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and don't hesitate to leave me a comment. I absolutely love your comments. It's one of the best parts of my day. So thank you again, and have a beautiful day.